Alright, um, here, these spots are getting pretty bad. This used to be the only leaf, now it's spread up here. Yesterday and day before, these new spots up here were still just faint and green. Now they're actually all out, burned, scorched spots, whatever. Around here is just getting worse, and there's some starting to start here. Nothing up here yet, but it looks like it works its way up. On the other hand, the color seems to be returning to these leaves. So, and the broccoli is dying, as far as I can tell. It seems to me that the plants need different nutritional requirements when they're in water like this. I don't know. Despite having blooms, they are smaller, much smaller than these over here. As you can see, the flowers are pretty big. What's wrong with, yeah, lighting failure? Alright, there we go. It's pretty big. This one is tiny in comparison. So, yeah, I think we can definitely say this is stunted, although it is continuing at the tip. But cucumber vines normally do that. They will just sacrifice the lower leaves and continue to grow above until they can no longer sustain themselves and then completely die. Anyway, over here this guy is doing awesome. These guys, I should say, it's three of them, doing really good. I'm trying to get them to intertwine or something up here, and then maybe run them back around the spiral. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So far it's going pretty good. Another two blossoms dropped, and I'm watering about 4 times a day now. I guess I could call this like a flooded soil technique or something. I'm basically keeping the soil in a constantly moistened state. I usually, when I water, I leave it with a film of water at the top visibly. In about 5 minutes it'll be gone, but it's generally that moist. And as you can see, the size of this container is pretty small, and yet it drinks up the water quite fast. So these guys are definitely soaking it up. I use a bit of additives from the different fertilizers. I've been using the, which one is it? The mid stage. Yeah, about half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon of that. And it's something this big. I fed that over a course of 2 days or so to it. Now I'm just back to plain water again until, maybe next week, I guess. We'll add some more. But I'm thinking the hydroponic thing is definitely losing out to this more tolerant means of growth here. I mean, you can see that the size of this container is far smaller than this, and I don't have to change anything really, I just have to add to it. So if this experiment over here actually comes to term and we get full fruit and it's all, healthy and edible and good stuff, then I think we'll have to conclude that this kind of flooded soil thing is a much better option than the hydroponics. You just have to do too much tweaking with this thing, man. I mean, I don't have a meter or anything to check it, but still, you know. I'm gonna keep trying with it. Wait when the meter comes in. I'll give it a go. See if I can bring it within range. But honestly, the meter is expensive, and the whole idea of this project was to find an inexpensive solution so that people could grow their stuff, in a relatively tight confines. Seeing as how these plants here didn't need too much sun, they just get this morning cast, and then after that it's mainly just reflections from the roof, and very little sunlight, but they seem to be doing pretty well as a result. I don't think they're not the direct sunlight type at all. They rather like this indoor type thing, as far as I can tell. The leaves don't really have too many markings. I think these were from earlier. The higher leaves, as you can see, they're all blemish free all the way. I think this is the highest leaf with a blemish, and it's just that one there in the middle. The flowers look pretty healthy. It can't don't have much to compare to. Only it's something I did in soil outside before, but I guess I'll have to look on the net and see what healthy flowers looks like. But it looks pretty healthy to me. We'll see, I guess. Otherwise, we've got these guys are still hanging in. Not looking too good. This guy, although it's still upright, it doesn't have any burn marks or anything. It doesn't seem to be growing much. It's not getting much bigger. As you can see, these guys were in the same, sprouted from the same batch, but this is still this tiny size, whereas these guys in here have actually gotten much bigger, grown quite a few leaves since. So I don't know. Replanting, it seems is a bad idea for sweet peppers or something. Definitely for broccoli. These are replanted broccoli over here. The growth definitely slowed down. They were about this size when I took them out to transfer stuff, and they've only just caught back to the point, where they're actually able to stand up properly on their own, and they aren't floppy in the morning. They don't have a very sickly yellow anymore, but they're still yellow in them. So just transferring plants in general is a bad idea, it seems. If you can hatch something and grow it straight from wherever you hatched it, that's the best thing for a plant. The trauma of transfer really stunts its growth no matter what you're doing. So yeah, I'm gonna look more into this whole flooded soil gig, but we'll see how this goes. I'm still gonna put a tomato plant in here, maybe a second one in here. I'm not sure. Might do a callaloo. I don't know. Which are looking pretty big, by the way. Not bad at all. Um, we've got 5. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them seem to be successfully coming up. There are a couple younger sprouts there. Looks like they're trying to come along. That's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, that's it for now. And Kitty says hi.